Imagine a celestial courtroom where the fate of fallen angels is decided. Satan, the greatest adversary, is being judged. Want to know how the fall of the angels unfolded and its impact on humanity? In today's video, we're going to dive into this fascinating and revealing narrative that changed the course of both celestial and earthly history. Have you ever wondered why we face so many difficulties and temptations? Do you feel like invisible forces are working against you? By understanding the story of the fall of the angels and the judgment of Satan, you can find answers and a new strength to overcome your daily struggles. Stay with us and discover how this ancient story can illuminate your path today. The creation of the angels. Angels are celestial beings created by God, described in various religious traditions as divine messengers and servants. According to Christian theology, angels were created before the physical world as part of God's spiritual realm. They were made to worship God, serve as His emissaries, and fulfill His orders in maintaining creation. The Bible mentions that angels have free will and a great diversity of roles, from celestial warriors to divine messengers. Lucifer, whose name means bearer of light, or morning star, was one of the highest and most glorious angels in the celestial realm. He is often described as a cherub, a class of high-ranking angels close to God's throne. Lucifer possessed great beauty, wisdom, and power, being highly respected among the angels. His position gave him significant responsibility and privilege, being directly involved in divine worship and order. The root of Lucifer's rebellion lies in pride and excessive ambition. Feeling superior due to his beauty and high position, Lucifer desired to be like God. He was not content with being a servant, even though highly privileged, and aspired to the celestial throne. This excessive ambition and desire to usurp God's position led Lucifer to rebel against his Creator. Lucifer did not rebel alone. He persuaded a third of the angels to join him in his rebellion. These angels, attracted by Lucifer's charisma and promise of power, decided to follow their leader in an attempt to overthrow God's authority. The rebellion resulted in a celestial war, with Lucifer and his followers challenging the established order by God. After the rebellion led by Lucifer, a celestial judgment was held to deal with this insurrection. According to Christian traditions, God, being omniscient and just, convened a celestial audience to judge Lucifer and the angels who joined him. This judgment was not only about deciding the rebels' fate, but also reaffirming divine order and the justice of the kingdom of heaven. The sentence decreed by God was the expulsion of Lucifer and his followers from heaven. Lucifer, now known as Satan, and the fallen angels were cast down to earth and, in some interpretations, confined to a realm of darkness. This expulsion symbolized the definitive separation between good and evil and marked the beginning of a continuous spiritual battle between celestial forces and forces of darkness. The fallen angels, once expelled from heaven, lost their privileged position and access to divine glory. They became demons, corrupt spiritual beings that constantly seek to challenge divine order and lead humanity into sin. This exile meant a degradation of their original nature, turning from beings of light to entities of darkness. The rebellion and fall of the angels had a profound impact on the cosmos. Firstly, it introduced the duality of good and evil into the universe, with a clear line drawn between God's followers and the rebellious forces. Secondly, the presence of Satan and his demons on earth brought a new level of temptation and wickedness to the human world, intensifying the struggle between virtue and sin. The presence of the fallen angels on earth meant that humanity would constantly be subject to temptations and malevolent influences. Satan and his followers seek to deviate humans from the path of righteousness, sowing chaos, doubt, and destruction. The spiritual battle became a daily reality for all humans, requiring constant vigilance and faith. Despite the presence of evil, the Christian narrative also emphasizes the promise of redemption and salvation through Jesus Christ. The fall of the angels and the presence of Satan intensified the need for a Savior to reconcile humanity with God. The coming of Christ is seen as the divine answer to the rebellion, offering a path back to communion with God. For believers, the story of the celestial judgment and the fall of the angels offers important spiritual lessons. It highlights the importance of humility, obedience to God, and vigilance against pride and rebellion. It also provides a deeper understanding of the spiritual challenges faced daily and offers a perspective of hope and resilience based on faith. Introduction of evil into the world. The fall of the angels, led by Lucifer, introduced the active presence of evil into the world. Before the rebellion, the cosmos was in perfect harmony with God's will. With the fall, Evil became a tangible force seeking to corrupt and divert creation from its divine purpose. First, temptation and original sin. One of the most significant impacts of the fall was the temptation of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Satan, in the form of a serpent, persuaded Eve to eat the forbidden fruit, leading to the first human sin. This event, known as original sin, resulted in humanity's fall and the introduction of sin and death into the world. Human nature has since been marked by an inclination towards sin. If you want to deepen your understanding of the fascinating facts discussed in this video, we have provided a valuable resource in the comments that complements the content covered here. Throughout history, the influence of the fallen angels has manifested in various forms of moral and spiritual corruption. Scriptures and other religious traditions narrate episodes where humanity was seduced by power, pride, and wickedness, often instigated by demonic forces. However, history is also filled with moments of redemption, where divine intervention and human faith restored order and justice. Many cultures and mythologies worldwide have stories of supernatural beings who fell from the sky and wreaked havoc on Earth. These narratives reflect a universal understanding of a cosmic struggle between forces of good and evil, deeply influencing beliefs, values, and cultural practices. The fall of the angels placed humanity in the middle of a continuous spiritual battle. The forces of good, represented by God and his angels, constantly fight against the forces of evil, led by Satan and his demons. This struggle is not just metaphorical but manifests in individuals' daily lives through temptations, moral dilemmas, and spiritual challenges. Satan and the fallen angels work to divert people from the path of righteousness. They exploit human weaknesses, promoting pride, greed, envy, and all forms of sin. This influence can lead to personal, familial, and social destruction, causing suffering and disharmony. Despite the presence of evil, faith and divine justice offer a constant source of hope and resilience. The Christian narrative teaches that, through Jesus Christ, the final victory over evil is guaranteed. The belief in redemption and divine protection provides strength to resist temptations and overcome spiritual challenges. To combat the influence of evil, many religions emphasize spiritual practices such as prayer, meditation, reading scriptures, and participating in faith communities. These practices help strengthen the connection with the divine, providing guidance and protection against the forces of evil. The struggle between good and evil is relevant both on a personal and social level. Individually, people face internal battles against negative thoughts and behaviors. Socially, this struggle is reflected in the structures of power, justice, and morality of societies. The pursuit of the common good, social justice, and the protection of the vulnerable are ways to manifest the victory of good over evil in society. The story of the fall of the angels and the ongoing battle between good and evil has deep resonances in the modern challenges we all face. The impact of the evil introduced by the fallen angels is manifested today in various forms, such as corruption, social injustice, violence, and personal temptation. In our current world, corruption and injustice are realities that affect millions of people. Political scandals, economic inequalities, and discriminations are just a few examples of how evil can manifest in social structures. Just as the fallen angels brought disorder to the cosmos, these modern evils challenge the order and justice we should seek. On a personal level, we face daily temptations that test our morality and integrity. It could be the temptation to cheat to gain an advantage, to hold grudges, or to fall into despair in the face of difficulties. These are the spiritual battles that echo the influence of Satan and his followers. Despite the challenges, the story of redemption and the final victory over evil offers a powerful message of hope. Faith can be a beacon in times of darkness, providing strength and resilience to overcome adversities. Believing in a greater purpose and trusting in divine justice can give meaning to our struggles. Faith encourages us to act with integrity, seek justice, and support one another, even when facing great obstacles. The Christian narrative of redemption, exemplified by the life and sacrifice of Jesus Christ, reminds us that good triumphs over evil. Regardless of the difficulties we face, the promise of salvation and God's love are always there to support and guide us. As you watch this video, reflect on your own life and the spiritual battles you face. What are the moral and spiritual challenges you encounter in your daily life? Do you feel that external or internal forces are trying to divert you from the path of good? How can you apply the principles of faith and justice in your life to overcome these challenges? The story of the fallen angels and the ongoing battle between good and evil reminds us that despite adversities, faith and hope are powerful tools to overcome life's challenges. By reflecting on these issues and seeking strength in faith, you can find a path of resilience and inspiration, turning your personal struggles into opportunities for spiritual and moral growth. In a world where we face constant challenges and daily spiritual battles, remember that light always shines brighter in the darkness. The story of the fall of the angels teaches us about the consequences of pride and rebellion, but also offers us a powerful vision of redemption and hope. Every adversity you face is an opportunity to demonstrate courage, faith, and resilience. Be a beacon of light in your life and in the lives of others. Find strength in your faith, persist in the pursuit of justice, and never underestimate the power of hope. Spiritual battles can be arduous, but with determination and divine support, you can overcome any obstacle. Did you enjoy this video? We want to hear your opinions. Leave a comment below about how you deal with your own spiritual struggles and how faith has helped you overcome adversities. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content that nourishes the soul and strengthens the spirit. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.